the tape for this, our main event of the evening. The champion, 2 years older than the challenger. Henderson, 3 inches taller, but Edgar will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Once again with the introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Sal D'Amato, Howard Hughes, and Chris Lee. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Mark Goddard. And now, from the sold-out Saitama Super Arena in Tokyo, Japan, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record, 15 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 154 pounds, 69.9 kilos. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former WEC lightweight champion. Introducing the challenger, Benson Smooth Henderson! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record, 14 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 154 pounds, 69.9 kilos. Fighting out of Toms River, New Jersey, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Frankie, the Answer, Edgar!
Okay, gentlemen, you understand the rules you're fighting under. You listen to me at all times. You keep yourself protected at all times. When I say stop, you stop. Touch gloves, let's do this.
Frankie Edgar, Benson Henderson for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Our main event as the Octagon has returned to Japan for the first time since 2000.
Okay, gents, here we go. Lightweight world title. Ready? Ready? Let's do this.
And here we go. Henderson, the southpaw, in the white trunks. Frankie Edgar in the black trunks. Frankie has outstanding boxing, great movement.
There's a nice inside leg kick to start things off by Frankie.
Henderson striking very powerful, and he loves to throw leg kicks. That one got caught though. Oh!
That was crazy.
How good was that attempt?
Wow.
The movement of Edgar has been the key to him becoming a champion. I mean, I remember that night in Abu Dhabi, Joe, like it was yesterday, when he shocked the world, defeating BJ Penn to become the lightweight champion. And then he did it again.
I'll tell you what, Mike, they look like they're at least 1 weight class away from each other. Big power kick by Henderson. And Frankie caught the second one. Nice takedown by Frankie.
Right back up as Henderson. I mean, you might be looking at a future welterweight against a future featherweight in this matchup.
Yeah, you're not kidding. You know, I don't think Benson has any problem making lightweight, so I think he'll probably stay here, but Frankie easily. And I would love to see him challenge Jose Aldo for the featherweight title, and I don't think he'd even have a problem making the weight.
Jose might come up to meet him.
I would love to see that as well.
Edgar catches the leg momentarily. Switch kick. Inside leg kick by the champion. Superman punch followed by a right kick.
Low kick. That one went low.
Caught Frankie.
Frankie shakes it off and they're right back at it. I'll tell you what, Frankie never stops giving angles, Mike. Never stands right in front of a guy. Constantly moving. Benson looking for that big kick.
That's
he takes it again.
You know what? That's the third time he's kicked with both legs. Once the right, a couple times left. That's the third time that Frankie Edgar has caught his kick.
Well, you know, he's been working with Phil Nurse. Phil Nurse, an excellent Muay Thai coach, and that is a big Muay Thai technique, catching the kick and landing a punch. And I guarantee you they've studied Ben Henderson's game, which is very kick heavy. You know, Ben comes from a Taekwondo background and has outstanding kicks like we saw when Frankie caught that leg and he kicked with the other leg.
3 kicks. There's a 4th kick thrown by Henderson. That was caught again.
But he's landing them before Frankie catches them, and they have impact.
And
there's a lot of power behind them.
And that knee a moment ago did as well, Joe. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Nobody has beaten Edgar by knockout. No one has outpointed him with strikes. Henderson is 15-2 in his career. Edgar is 14-1-1.
And both of those ones are to Gray Maynard.
Yeah. Ever-changing angles, darting in and out. Oh, he got caught there.
Good left hand there by Benson.
The champion, Frankie Edgar.
And again. Amazing. And he gets a takedown. Back up to his feet. Henderson goes for a standing Kimura.
Henderson again with the kick.
Good power left kick.
Henderson
nice knee
follows
by
it up
Henderson.
with a knee. Under a minute remains here in round number 1.
Henderson seems to be finding his groove here a bit, Mike.
Ben was way out of the way of that spinning back fist. Henderson, so driven, such a unique personality, and a will to win.
You know, I'll tell you what, Mike, if Frankie keeps grabbing for kicks, one of the things that Henderson may do from that Taekwondo background is fake low and then come high. You know, that is one of the core techniques of Taekwondo.
Former Ultimate Fighter winner who has made his return to the UFC. Longtime training partner of Henderson.
Frankie has quite a welt on that left eye, Mike.
Yeah.
And that could prove to be a problem later. And Henderson lands a right hand on it.
Sorry, Joe, you talked about the Taekwondo background of Benson Henderson. Both he and his brother, Julius, are black belts in Taekwondo. They started training Taekwondo in about 4th grade.
And there's that kick again, he caught it, man.
I'd like to see him catch the kick and follow up with that straight punch counter. That's the vicious counter to catching the kick. Either take him down or return a straight punch. A minute into the 2nd round. Championship fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Both men have gone the championship distance in their careers.
Nice inside leg kick.
Henderson just has a swagger to him.
Again, he catches it. Man, this is crazy. Can you remember a fight when a guy caught more leg kicks?
Not this many in a row. I mean, of the kicks that he has thrown, all but maybe 1 or 2 have been caught by Frankie Edgar.
That was another nice inside leg kick by Frankie. And he caught a jab there by Henderson.
I mean, Henderson's thrown about 10 kicks. He's probably had 8.
Nice knee by Henderson there in the clinch. Frankie is moving so well. You know, it's so hard to emulate that footwork.
The unique nature of Frankie Edgar's attack is what led to not one but 2 victories over BJ Penn. He also defended his title twice against Gray Maynard. That left connected, and then the knee
connected, yeah. Yeah, he opened his mouth after that one. Good combination there by Frankie. Oh, spinning back fist miss.
The explosiveness of Henderson displayed a moment ago.
Check that one.
Can't hit what you can't catch. Nice left hook by Edgar.
That eye is really swelling, Mike, that left eye, and we're early in the fight. Frankie's on top, guillotine attempt, front choke. He may try to make his way to the back because Henderson is not blocking it.
Henderson has had a habit in his career of getting in bad positions, nearly being submitted, and working his way out.
And Henderson again went for that standing Kimura, and Frankie pulled out of it. Head kick.
That time he was put in no danger. 90 seconds on the clock here in the second. Counter right by the champion.
Henderson is targeting that swollen left eye with his jab. Nice leg kick by Frankie.
What a matchup for our main event.
Such a skillful matchup. You know, I mean, the tactics, techniques here. Oh.
I mean, there's a reason why the WEC kept the lightweight division.
Yeah.
And this is why.
Good
Anthony Pettis
by
earlier
Henderson
tonight with the highlight reel knockout.
Yeah, how spectacular was that?
And you talk about the Taekwondo there, right, Joe?
Exactly.
That was a
Both
perfect
guys.
example, and we saw it earlier tonight.
Nice takedown. Into full guard here. Ground and pound here by the champion.
Big points being scored here late in round 2 by Edgar.
Benson throwing his legs up, looking for a submission.
Nice up kick.
Big up kick.
10 seconds left in the round.
Guillotine attempt.
That was a huge up kick by Henderson.
Big ground and pound by Benson. You can never count this kid out. He's just from another planet when it comes to heart.
UFC history made when he survived 3 knockdowns in one fight, let alone one round, and came back and won the fight.
There's a thing about Frankie Edgar, when you think you have him hurt, he kicks in this extra gear to prove to you that you don't. His nose is pouring blood, Mike.
It's going to make it very difficult for him to breathe. He's going to have to breathe out of his mouth.
Good right hand by Edgar lands. You know, the thing about Edgar, though, he's been in these deep waters before. He knows how to survive. He knows how to thrive. He knows how to recover.
Like I've said before, he might be the toughest kid ever to come out of the Garden State. He's certainly a spectacular champion. Being challenged by former WEC champion Ben Henderson tonight.
What? Look at the blood leaking out of the nose of Frankie Edgar. That is nasty.
Looking for the takedown, wants the single.
And he lands a nice punch off the takedown attempt. Good kick to the body by Henderson.
Joe, I was there that night at jobbing.com when Anthony Pettis threw the kick heard around the world and left as the last WEC lightweight champion. And that was right in Benson Henderson's backyard.
Well, I'll tell you what that kick did. That made Benson Henderson a better fighter.
No question about it.
Oh, big right hand. Nice kick to the body. Knee to the body by Henderson and a good counter by the champion.
Frankie Edgar and Benson Henderson fighting for the UFC Lightweight Championship. The jab misses, slipped nicely by Edgar. Tremendous matchup. The kick and the slip. He's got
Benson's got his back. Frankie right back up to his feet.
Back down. Henderson just past the midway point of this championship fight.
Frankie's left eye's almost totally closed, Mike. And he's back up to his feet. Nicely done by the champion. And he eats a kick.
Two minutes on the clock here in the third.
One of the things that's going to be difficult for the folks at home to see is how eerie it is. It's so quiet in here while these guys are fighting. The audience cheers when things happen, but the Japanese audiences are so different. Nice right hand there by Frankie Edgar.
Well, they appreciate so much the art which is taking place inside the octagon. It's almost like you and I have compared it before, going to a tennis match.
Yeah,
being at center court at Wimbledon.
They're so polite. I mean, take off your headphones for a second and listen to this place.
Pretty quiet.
That's nuts. I've never experienced that. I mean, our microphones pick up everything. It's tough for us to tell while the microphones are on, but you take them off, and man, it's a church in here. We're watching a cage fight in a church.
Yep.
Nice inside leg kick by the champion.
I remember that vividly back in December of 1997, Shin Yokohama, Japan, when Randy Couture became the UFC heavyweight champion. Frankie Edgar with the left. A lot of strikes thrown, more by Edgar, but more damage done by Henderson. Looking for another takedown are both fighters. Just over 30 seconds remaining here in the third. A huge up kick at the end of the second.
Whoa, head kick.
Henderson, his mom, full Korean, not only would love to win the championship, but doing it here in Japan.
He takes him down again.
Would be ultra special.
Nasty elbow there by Henderson from the bottom.
Headed to championship rounds here in Tokyo.
And landed some good takedowns as well. Nice inside leg kick by the champion. But clearly, Benson is pressing the fight, and clearly he's done the most damage.
Championship rounds here at UFC 144, Saitama Super Arena in Tokyo, Japan. Double jab, and the kick by Henderson.
Touch the nose, touch the low seat, touch the low seat, touch the right seat, touch the right seat, touch the right seat, there we go, touch the low seat,
Nice jab. Kick to the body. Frankie still has that great movement though, Joe.
Yes, he does. He's moving very well, but good
nice
right
body
hand
head, yeah. The size of the legs of Henderson are those as he catches the kick in a bad spot on Frankie Edgar. You could hear it.
Stand back,
take a look at it.
Stand back for me. Benson.
Clearly low.
Benson.
Yeah, no doubt about that one,
Frankie,
folks.
stay over here for me, please. Benson. Away from your corner, please. Away from your corner. Take your time.
Started to say the legs of Henderson are those of
Last time, Ben.
an NFL running back. So powerful.
Yeah, he carries so much of his weight in his legs.
Absolutely. Under 3.5 on the clock here in the 4th round. UFC lightweight title is on the line.
Good right hand. And when Henderson commits to his shots like that, that's when Frankie's trying to time him and duck underneath him. Nice right hand again by the champion. Good knee by Henderson, and big slam into a guillotine.
And he has a nasty guillotine to Henderson.
Oh, it's his best submission.
Trying to finish it right here. Can he choke out the champion?
This is tight. It's tough to see how his hands are connected.
Frankie trying to get free. Henderson trying to become the champion.
And Frankie's trying to separate the legs,
He's
and
out.
he does.
Wow! Nobody's got more heart than Frankie Edgar.
And Frankie's gonna try to take his back here. And Henderson's back to, again, he goes for that standing Kimura. And it forces Frankie to let go. Henderson grips it every time.
One step, two step.
Henderson
just, I was just gonna say, switched sideways for a front leg kick.
He went to Taekwondo mode.
Yeah, he's doing it again. He's going for that front leg side kick. It presents a weird target. He went for an elbow.
He's the possessor of a nasty guillotine. Frankie in the 4th round of a title fight, able to fight his way through it.
Oh, powerful right leg kick.
Henderson again. Part of it is, Joe, that Henderson throws his kicks and he leaves them out there.
That was a big knee by Henderson. Yes, he does.
He leaves them out there. He doesn't spring it back immediately like most Muay Thai trainers will talk about. Throw it, get it back into your position.
But it's amazing how quickly Frankie can grab it.
But as you pointed out earlier, he's grabbing it after the damage gets done.
You're right, yeah.
Under a minute on the clock here in the 4th.
Oh, nice takedown. Oh, big kick.
That one damaged the body of the champion. And a stiff jab from the challenger. 30 seconds on the clock here in the 4th round. Henderson has been here before in championship rounds in the WEC. Went the distance with Pettis. Edgar has gone the distance on multiple occasions in championship fights in his UFC career. Kick again by Benson Henderson. Final seconds of the round. I mean, that truly is the look of a man possessed.
Yeah, Benson Henderson is fired up.
And he has been possessed since December 16th, 2010.
Well, you can never count out Frankie Edgar. And Frankie still, you know, he's got such amazing conditioning, Mike.
The one thing they did say in the corner of Edgar was not to catch the kick any longer of Benson Henderson. Look to take it, move, and counter off it. He catches the kick anyway. Yeah, exactly.
Good step in right hand, a good counter left.
That's the power, that's the size difference, Joe.
Yeah, it is a huge difference in the impact these guys are having on each other. Obviously, look at the bloodied up face of Frankie Edgar and the flawless face of Benson.
Once the takedown, can't get it.
Good uppercut by Edgar.
Did land the uppercut. Less than 4 remain in this fight. Will Edgar defend once again?
Oh, good
big
straight
left
left
hand. Henderson shakes it off.
Like nothing.
Yep.
And that again is the size difference.
Henderson has never been knocked out as a professional.
Another good right hand by Edgar. Frankie's got his back.
Trying to take it back. Henderson right back up. Not out of danger yet, though.
Again, he went for that standing Kimura. That makes Frankie let go. Every time Frankie gets his back, he grabs that.
Very submission savvy is Benson Henderson. Black belt in Taekwondo, brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Well, he has no weaknesses in his game,
No.
Mike. He really doesn't.
Man, I'm just pumped after seeing Pettis get us started, and now this display at 155.
What a division.
How good is this?
The most ridiculous division in the UFC, I think.
Something tells me Pettis and Henderson will fight again someday. But we have a title on the line.
Big right hand by Henderson.
With 2.5 minutes left in the fight first. .215, a slip after the kick. That one blocked. Went southpaw
There's just
momentarily.
such a difference in the impact that Benson's shots have
No question.
than Frankie's, but Frankie lands a lot. He's landing a lot of punches, lands a lot of kicks. They just don't seem to have the effect that Benson's do.
And I would say,
Oh, and right when I said that, he dropped him. It may have been a slip. It's tough to tell. Frankie takes the cradle. He looks to try to take his bow.
right back
Big
up as
body
Henderson,
kick.
though. And I would say the takedowns have been about even, Joe. So is it the number of strikes or the damage done with those strikes? Truly a spectacular lightweight title fight.
Well, you know, judges also look at who's the aggressor, and clearly Benson's controlling the
Yes.
center of the octagon. And then you got to look at the damage. It's tough when you see a guy who's all bloodied up and the other guy doesn't have a scratch on his face. You know, we've said it many, many times that Frankie Edgar is fighting a weight class above where he really should be. But he's just so damn talented and he's got so much heart. Another powerful kick by Benson.
Less than a minute
Partially blocked.
remains in this title fight.
And another one.
Henderson trying to avoid getting taken down, and he does. Big, powerful, and extremely effective tonight. He has been smooth. Under 30 seconds remains.
He just, those kicks, every time he catches them, he rebounds with those kicks, but they just don't have the impact.
Championship fight. About to go the distance.
Oh, jumping knee.
Final seconds of this fight. Big shot by Henderson.
A big, big ending for Ben Henderson.
Do we have a new UFC lightweight champion?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we will go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score this contest 49-46, 48-47, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Benson Smooth